Hello, happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are working towards making every day a weekend here. Good to see everyone on here, as well as the replay. If you're on the replay, it's probably best to skip ahead a couple minutes. We're also going to be doing some live proc research too with Alex as well. Okay, damn, we got 32 you guys in here already. Cool, sweet. So good to see everyone. We haven't done this in like a month or two, but I'm going to do some live proc research on here. Alex is an incredible moderator. We've done this a couple times. You guys have really liked it. And everything. So we're going to wait a couple more minutes just for some more of you guys to hop in, and then we're going to go ahead and actually find some profitable products live with you guys and show you what it looks like to, be able to do proc research. And then do you mind just filling in, just on everyone, like your backstory, your history as an engineer, going full-time, everything like that, Alex?
Definitely. Yeah. So I have a degree in mechanical engineering. I was working as an engineer and then flipping products on the side. I'd started with like the Goodwills and, flip products, finding shoes, whatever I could find at those to flip on eBay, and, found that I ran into some scaling issues there, and then came across some YouTube videos on how to do retail arbitrage with Amazon, jumped into that for a little bit. And again, ran into scaling issues. I was just running to stores every day, couldn't find enough product, and then stumbled upon the online arbitrage space. And I've been selling on Amazon for probably almost 3 years now, and quit my engineering job to go full time almost a year and a half now, which has been really awesome.
Cool. And everything. Yeah. So Alex is literally in the same spot that a lot of you guys want to get into, and he's been in the same spot that a lot of you guys are currently in, right? And everything. So if you guys got any questions about that, please make sure to speak up. Yeah, what's up, my brothers and sisters in SaaS? Yes, absolutely. Okay, what are the easiest categories to get started with the low amount of capital? So it really depends how low capital we're talking, right? If we're talking like sub $1,000, man, I think used books on Amazon make a lot of sense. Was that what you started with on Amazon, or did you go straight to RA?
No, I was straight RA. Like I didn't do any book scanning.
That's new school. Okay, you're lucky, man.
Mostly clothing and stuff. I mean, you go to like a TJ Maxx or a Target, the clearance section is always going to have, plenty of clothing items.
Yeah. So I would say specifically, we don't need to wait is his username. So used books, man, if you're on like really, really low capital. And then I actually made a video on this earlier this week, but you can't go wrong with like beauty, grocery, toys, shoes, clothing, it's going to be pretty similar. Honestly, anything like that's going to be pretty similar outside of used books. Used books are just really unique because the inventory is so cheap, and it's also really hard to get a lot of it because they're used and such, right? So it's the secondhand market. Okay, how do you avoid Section 3 with beauty? Been scared to sell it? Only sell brands that have been around a while that have a lot of proven sales history, and no IP complaints, no random drops in sellers, anything like that. $1,500. Okay, cool. So we don't need to wait. Yeah, man. Like you're in a good spot where you can do all that stuff. However, I'm finding it much harder this month compared to Q4. Any sourcing tips this time of year? Yes. Find other sellers, build alliances, and solve problems with them. Also, Matt, watch the video I made. I think it was 9 or 10 days ago. It was like why you can't find profitable products. That is exactly why you can't find profitable products. It's not that they don't exist, right? It's just that you haven't gotten good at finding them profitably yet. You don't find items good, you make them good using all the discounting methods I went over in that video. What else? Like, what is your routine? Because I know you have a couple of VAs now, right?
Yep. I have a couple sourcing VAs. That's a great place to start. I mean, they're sourcing 40 hours a week for me. I mean, I don't recommend starting with a virtual assistant, but I mean, 99% of the products you purchase aren't going to be full price, right? You got to dig for the discounts with Capital One Shopping or Rakuten. Look for those discounts, discounted gift cards if you really want to go that deep. But there's plenty of ways to, get the products discounted from full price. You just got to, learn those ways and use them.
Yep. How can you tell if an email you receive? So it's typically only an issue if it shows in your account health on Amazon. Miles, video today was very useful. Yeah, man, I got you. What categories have the highest return rates? Well, my friend, you said that you were starting out on $1,500 of capital. Therefore, I wouldn't worry about return rates whatsoever, because either way, you're going to be making much money as long as you're setting your ROI where it needs to be, right? However, it's by far primarily shoes, and then once you get into clothing, it goes down a little bit, and then pretty much everything else is right. Or I mean, high-end electronics will be a little bit higher too and such, but it's anything with like variation in sizing where customers might not get exactly what they expect.
Yep.
Cool, sweet. All right, so we'll go for another minute here, and then we'll get into Q&A, and Alex will man the chat, and we'll find a bunch of good items here. But yeah, that video I posted today, it's on proc research mistakes you guys need to be avoiding, which is very, very important. Okay, which sales tax-free state is best for a prep center? And also, do you have any prep center recommendations? So on the recommendation side of things, the best way is going to be a referral from someone in your network, or, just doing a bunch of outreach. You can find a big list of them on the Clear the Shelf website, which my friend Chris. Best sales tax free states are by far going to be New Hampshire and Delaware, with an emphasis on Delaware, but both of those are good. Where are your prep centers, Alex?
Yeah, I have one in Montana, one in Delaware.
Boom,
And
there we go.
the Delaware one's very quick. The Montana
Cool.
one's solid. Like they definitely run a good program there. They're just a little bit slower because they're
So
shipping.
it takes a while. Yeah, exactly. It
shipping
takes
West
the inventory
Coast.
longer to get there. Yeah, so I have one in Massachusetts for wholesale stuff that I'm getting going, right? And then one in Pennsylvania, and then which is just for shoes and clothing because it's sales tax free there, and then one in New Hampshire. All right, sweet. Let's get to it. So we have great news, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got. Let me get the screen share going here, and then Alex will man the chat. So let's get to it here. Oops, my bad. Not that.
While we're loading here, Matt said, got a return on a backpack. The buyer's reason didn't like the fabric. How long on average will it take to be back in inventory? What fees will I not be refunded? Basically, you'll get your money back, even the sales tax pay, right? Or you'll refund them everything that they paid. And then there shouldn't be a restocking fee unless you have that set up.
Yeah, well, you can charge one. Yeah, if it's didn't like a fabric, I would recommend that.
And maybe it takes a week and a half, 2 weeks to get back into your stock once they submit the return request, because they got to send it back. Amazon has to receive it, and it takes a little while.
Oh yeah, I'm starting with 10K. What category should I go into for the best? So guys, we shouldn't be optimizing for return rate, like just because like you can make a bunch of money regardless, right? But if you're really worried about that, which if you can show me under $50,000 to $100,000 as a human being, that should be the last thing you're worried about, because you'll make a bunch of money regardless, right? And such, like pretty much anything except like women's shoes and stuff are going to be pretty fine with that. But you can still make a ton of money selling that stuff. That's why other people do. When are you going to OC? Dude, West Coast, I'll be at ASD in August for Las Vegas. Hey guys, for someone who wants to get in the roadmap, are you training direct? It's just us, BM. Yeah, so it's just Warner and myself. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, sweet. So we'll get Q&A popping here. And then so we can see right here, we got Nike.com has like an early Valentine's Day sale going on, like 25% off right here. So we're going to do a little bit of manual sourcing and see what we can find on here. And then Alex is going to moderate the chat as well. So we can see 25% off in the apps. That's pretty significant. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and figure out stuff that we think we could find that looks cheap enough that it's probably selling for a profit on Amazon. We're going to reference over to Amazon and see if that's the case here. So right off the bat, we can see almost 3,000 items discounted. Very good chance some stuff is going to be good. Just name brand products, no running ads, no buying, no doing any marketing, no creating your own product, just Nike stuff people already know, like, and trust that has proven sales switch on Amazon. Let's see what we got. So we want to be looking for like basic color types of items right here, right? So I'm going to, just for a higher hit rate, I'm going to go in here and put men's, right? And then so now we can see, okay, there's 1,100 men's products right here. So we want to be looking for like basic colored stuff that with that extra 25% off, because we're going to be checking out in the app to get that further, right? We're going to see, okay, what here do we think could sell for double or more on Amazon after the 25%? The way fees break down, okay, these guys at 22 or right there, I think we might have a shot on those. Let's see if this was like a more basic color right here. I think these guys sub 100 could be good too, right? I'm just thinking what they could be moving for in here. And then if you guys got any questions, put them in the chat too.
And if you want to like if you're having a hard time with the initial search that comes up, you can sort by like everything with black or white. Right? You can go add.
Yeah, let's do that actually. Yeah, exactly. Like common colored stuff. That makes a ton of sense here. Yeah. So we can see like now we're looking, okay, these, so it's 79 here minus 25, 113, and it says extra 20, but if you check out an app, which you guys will see once we get on this product page, is even better here. So what could we think we could get? Oh, $15 here looks chilling, man. That looks like a good play potentially.
Definitely.
Got the wig running
here. Yes, I've been focused on FBA that I've neglected FBM. Is it a good idea to learn more about FBM to take advantage of holidays like Valentine's Day?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. Like the cool thing is, you could go to your local Nike out tomorrow and buy stuff that has FBM competition on it. And then you would learn everything you need to know about FBM if you had some sales to fulfill. Right. And such, just get in the game and, you'll figure it out as you go. Okay. This looks like a deal, bro. At like 23 right here, Jordan Post slides. I'm actually almost positive these are good here. And then we got a whole mess of other listings we're going to look through here too, but I think we might be starting out 1 for 1. Oh yeah, here we go. Check that out, bro. 52. And then we just got to make sure the size availability matches up here. Let's see. and sales rank, obviously. So this is obviously isn't going to be a video where we do a full seller amp and Keepa tutorial, but all you need to do this stuff is seller amp right here on the top right, and then Keepa right here, the charts that are basically like stock charts for products. But I got full tutorials about those on my channel too. So we want to hit the variations right here, and then we want to figure out which are the most expensive variations here. Let's see. Ah, yeah. Ooh, game time, baby. Yes, sir. All right, we're starting off hot here. 57 bucks, right? So now this is a size 7, right? So we have to make sure that this guy sells well, which we're going to figure out by verifying on Keepa that the price has been stable over time. So it's 30 bucks, and then we're taking 25% off. So we want to multiply that by 0.75 here. So we're paying 22.5. So it's an 80% ROI at the current low price here, our current buy box here, right there. And this is an FBM seller. We can see this item is FBM friendly, being that there's only 1 FBA seller and 5 FBM sellers. So I would definitely plan on FBM in this just for speed here. We can see that is a little bit worse FBA compared to FBM. I'm estimating that weight based off up here. If you're ever unsure about FBM shipping costs, just go to howtofbm.com. It's a free FBM guide I got for you guys. So we can see even at the low price, looking at Keepa here, which was like 46, we're still fine on something like this, right? We're still making, 10% or 10 bucks profit pretty much pre-cash back with sales tax factored in. So like that's a good skew there right off the bat. And literally it's just like sitting there. We can see we've been profitable here pretty much like the vast majority of the past 3 months here. Like that's a good skew. Let's see any other sizes chilling here.
Someone in the chats just wants to more clarification on how that profit number shows up.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So we're paying 22 here, right? And then say it sells at 46. Let's say it sells at 50, right? So that leaves after the Amazon fees, the sales tax, and the product cost, right? About a 26% profit margin and a 58% ROI. So obviously when you sell products on Amazon, there's going to be fees and such, right? So there's obviously shipping involved, there's sales tax, there's the product cost, and then the Amazon fees, right? So seller amp factors in all that.
Yep.
We can see, okay. All right, yeah, bro, check this out. So we got some other sizes too. That's the nice thing about shoes for beginners is you might have 3 ASINs on one thing. So like this is a pretty decent product here, and we can see like we can validate the movement of these other ones too here, right? It's also important if you're a beginner, this says 300 sales per month about, but that's all the variations. You're going to gauge velocity based on the unique Keepa chart for each size here, right? So we can see this item clearly sells considering we can see oscillation in the offer count. It's gone up and down, the bottom chart, and the price gone up. Cool, sweet. So that's a W here. Let's keep rolling.
Let's see. What if they damage the product on a return, having tons of returns? I mean, if it goes to unfillable, or unfulfillable, then you'll get if you have the settings set up, you'll get it sent back to you, and you can analyze it. Sometimes the product's not actually damaged. You can actually send it right back in. Otherwise, maybe if it is damaged or if the box is damaged on a pair of shoes, you can list them on eBay, try to get some money back. But that's just kind of part of the game.
Yeah. And the cool thing is over time, right? When you start, I recommend you kind of just take what you can get because you still end up being pretty profitable. But everyone long-term starts doing like wholesale and stuff, which is typically consumable types of products, pet supplies, beauty, grocery, etc. And there's very, very low return rates. It's just those products are a lot harder to arbitrage. So if you're not ready to cold call suppliers, it makes sense to focus on this kind of stuff, in my opinion. This is another SKU that's close at 22. We're going to take off 25% here. It's just not quite good enough right there. It's about an 11% ROI, and we would probably have to FBA this. So what I would do in this case is I would scroll down here, and I would put this on an almost good spreadsheet in Seller Amp to check back on it in the future. So this one click, just with the almost good, it one click exports it out to a spreadsheet, and now we can check on that lead in the future, because if this comes back in stock, it becomes pretty good here. Let's see. Roshi runs. You wear these in high school, Alex?
I think I had a pair.
Of course, man. Of course. You got to love that. Yeah, bro. You got to love that.
Back in high school.
Yeah, everyone did, man. You got to love that. So let's see. Damn, it's crazy, brother. These are so cheap. So we're paying like 38. I've sold some of these on Amazon at like 80 way back in the day, like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't think they're good. I assume if they're this cheap on Nike.com, they're probably not going to be good on Amazon these days. But let's see. Okay, the all black ones are absurdly expensive. Okay. Black and white, though. Okay. Oh, and the Navy Johns. It's actually a pretty good price for the first one, too. Let's see. Ooh, all right. A size 15's at the stratosphere. Okay, a size 15's out of stock, so that would be good if that was in stock, assuming looking at it's 86. No buy box, though. If you're a beginner, don't worry about items with no buy box. Typically just means they're selling well. Price is pretty elevated, right? So that's a good SKU to put on an out of stock sheet in Seller Amp here. Okay. Yeah, we're getting cheap. Yeah, 14. Okay. All right. So these Rochers are absurdly cheap. So at 55, selling buy cost 38, those are absolutely not going to be profitable.
Mm-hmm. Can you explain who creates these listings for Nike? I know Nike has no longer has a business relationship with Amazon. So are these just left over when Nike sold on Amazon?
Yeah, and sellers create new ones too, right? And that we can see some, like if we hop down here to the variations tab on Keepa down here, we're going to be able to see that some of these variations are pretty new, right? So if we go down here, variations right here, we can see some of these are pretty new, right? 72 days old. These are just probably just other resellers creating them, honestly, right? 72 days old here, but let's see. So what size we got? So we only got a black small here. Okay, so let's see, one black small. So a lot of these are good if they're in stock because it's 15 cost you. It's like a pretty good price for a nice item like that. Looking at the price action here. Boom. All right, here we go. Game time, folks. So it's like 15 bucks here. 15 bucks into 31 here. 3107. 5, right? Yeah, about $5 profit, 30% ROI. Right there. Not bad. We got win C. Nice and yeah, so we might even be able to sell higher here. Cool thing about a product like this is that we can see it's been a lot more expensive in the past. So if we take a look at Keepa, we have a ton of history of profitability on this type of item, which makes it the kind of thing that it would make sense to potentially test if you're, had just found this on your own here. It's cool.
Yep.
$5 profit.
What are you basing your shipping cost on?
Yeah, man. So you want to put in your shipping costs in the SellerAmp backend. So my shipping cost for my own Amazon business is right around, we got a couple listings right here for this guy, is right around like 22 cents per pound. But I have it factored in at about 40 cents per pound in bulk in my SellerAmp profit calculator right now. That's for FBA where you ship products in bulk to Amazon. If you're looking to do FBM, I have a free breakdown on FBM shipping costs. If you go to howtofbm.com, that'll answer all your questions on FBM pretty quickly for you. FBM is like a really good thing. Like I know you've done really well for that in Q4 in the past, right, Alex, and back to school and everything?
Yeah, it's a no-brainer for back to school and Q4. I mean,
yeah, can you talk on some of the benefits just because like people might not be familiar and like I completely agree with all of it.
Sure. Yeah. One of the biggest benefits, especially during like December, is you turn over your capital a lot quicker. You basically can list the product the same day it shows up to your house. When you consider like if you send it FBA, right, it takes you a day or two to prep it, and then you send it out. It takes a week to arrive to the prep center or to the Amazon warehouse, and then might take them up to 2 or 3 weeks, especially during busy times of the year, to actually check that product in. And then you have FC transfer, so it could be a month before the product's listed when you listed it same day.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, typically it's not that low, but it totally could be.
Yeah,
right? And the cool
it's not
thing is,
normally going to be like that, but just getting to turn your capital over. Also, like testing the product, right? You can understand how quickly you need to replenish it. If you sell 10 in the first day, when you bought, that was your test buy, expecting to sell that in a month. Well, then you can replenish a bunch more, or maybe it takes you a couple weeks to sell that 10, and then you understand how many you should be buying for your next replen. A lot of benefits to FBM, and I definitely recommend it for like most seasonal times or holidays. There's always good products to find. It just opens up kind of a new category for you, depending on which holiday or which FBM items you want to look at.
Yeah, so not only do you get to learn quicker, right, but you also get to beat your competition to market, so you deal with a lot less price volatility. Because a lot of people have like deep-seated beliefs that either FBM takes too much time. I would argue FBM takes a lot less time than FBA because of how much quicker you learn. I think it actually saves you a lot of time right there. But yeah, I mean, spot on right here. So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the right item here. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the same dude in the picture there. Or at least they look pretty similar here.
Yeah, I'd say it looks very similar.
Yeah, and we can see like the windbreakers right there. Like,
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Okay, cool. So 98 bucks. You always want to take a look and really make sure it's the right product, right? So 61, take off 25%. We're paying like 46 into 90. That looks great here, man. Right. And then we want to validate via Keepa that the price has been there over time, right? So we can see, if we take a look over time, if we hit the data and then buy box statistics right here on Keepa, now we can see who's getting the buy box, how often, and at what price, right? So we can see the buy box is predominantly going between 90 and 105 here in terms of the past 30 days, right? So like the cool thing is our current estimate is on the lower end of that. So this is a profitable skew. And we can take a look at variations too and see if it's a little better. But you guys can see like Valentine's Day is coming up. There's going to be a ton of manual sourcing opportunities similar to this. You guys got to be putting the work in on your own here. So we can see like this 84, like that's clutch. That's close at the 46 cost or so, I think it is. Yeah, right. 84 right there. 98, that's cool. Any other all black ones? Black small now. Cool. So, and then what about this other listing here too, which is a little bit higher sales rank, rare, but it is winter. Like if the keep it charge does move, and it's going to be fine.
Yep. Someone asked if I bought some Nike products on sale, but they have no listing, can I create a listing?
Sure. I think it's a little bit extra effort. I wouldn't really be worrying about that if you're a beginner too much and such, but you definitely could.
Yeah, I think it's probably better to just stick to the
Yes.
listings that are on Amazon. They're already ranked
Totally
well.
agree.
You'd have to re-rank, get your product to sell and rank. It's not going to show up on page 1 the day you list it, right? It's going to probably be
A month or two before it picks up. Yeah. Unless like people are searching for it like crazy. But yeah, only buy listings that you can see proven sales history on. Because the nice thing is that reduces your risk a lot too.
definitely.
Let's see. Okay, we'll take a look at a couple more of these, but definitely like bullish so far in terms of this, just the sale and manual sourcing in general. Like if you're a beginner, manual sourcing really only makes sense on like your favorite websites, which if you're a beginner, you obviously don't know your favorite websites yet. So focus more on storefront stalking if you're a beginner, because that's going to teach you your favorite websites, your favorite suppliers, your favorite types of products. And if you're just randomly doing manual sourcing, you don't already know that a website has good inventory, you're going to waste a lot of time if you're just going on Walmart, going on Costco and searching for random products. Let's see, $90, take off 25%, selling for 90. So that is definitely not good. 90 times 0.75. Yeah, it's absolutely not good right there. So we'll keep rolling.
Yeah.
Here we got the 3/4 tights now. We already looked at the full length ones. Let's see what we got.
Someone asked if the product appears profitable but is only being FBA'd, should I FBA too, or can I try to make more profit on FBM?
Yeah, so that doesn't necessarily mean that FBM is going to be more profitable. It might, depending on taking a look at the seller and profit calculator. But if everyone's FBAing, it could be that maybe no one's tried FBM. And that's why you don't see any FBM buy box share in the buy box stats. Like for example, this item, we see a ton of FBM buy box share, being that this FBA column has a lot of not check marks, right?
Yep.
So that means a lot of people are FBMing it. But yeah, I mean, it depends on the numbers and test it out. If you're in 0-day handling time, if you have a repricer on, right, which you can watch the tutorial on my channel in terms of getting going with repricing, right? You're going to get lucky here and there. And then listings that are very FBM friendly, like this product, which we can anecdotally see data-wise that it is getting a lot of FBM buy box share, you're going to be able to clean up on FBM. And I love that that's like a fantastic question too. So we're paying 15 here. It appears we are, damn, so it's like all these weird colors we're missing out on. Yeah, white. Yeah, okay, so that's not good here. All right, let's get back on track. Okay, free run 2018s here. Let's see what we got.
All right, is the bought in the past month column accurate on Keepa?
I'm not a huge fan of that, man. I wouldn't even really worry about it. It's definitely not accurate. Like it's not going to say bought 200 if something hasn't sold, but buy based off what the Keepa chart looks like. Okay, so these aren't good here either. Let's see, these other free runs I've done a lot of in the past. Let's see, these are probably pretty cheap here too. Let's see. All right, shoot or shoot. Okay, we got the women's Johns too. Okay, all right. I like where this is going here. Let's look up the women's Johns right here.
What quantity limits do you normally set on your listings?
Oh, yeah, like 2 to 5. That's a super good question. If any of you guys are unfamiliar with that, it basically is setting up maximum order quantities so that competitors can't see your stock counts. It's not crucial that you do it, but it's definitely not a bad idea too. And the way you can do that is just go on YouTube and search like max order quantity Amazon FBA and you'll find it. Okay, this is a banger ski right here. Let's go, baby. Come on now. Stop playing with me right here. 71 here, right? 71, take off 25%, right?
Easily.
Boom. And I did a little bit too much there. 71, take off 25% right there. Yeah, man. It's about $33 profit. 63% ROI. Life's good here, right? And it's all FBM people too. So you could probably honestly FBA this at like 125 or something, man. If you at least test it out, right? Because FBA, you can get the buy box higher too here. So yeah, we got a whole mess of SKUs here, man. All these white and black ones chilling right there, 56. That's good work right there. Well, let's check these men's ones too.
Well, while we're on the variation listings, Matt's asking if I have access to a lot of variations on a website, which variation color size do you pick to buy? What do you look for variation column on the Keepa chart?
Yeah, boom. So variation column, incredibly good question. The biggest indicator of demand is going to be this new offer count history chart, which you got to like move your columns around to match mine. Reviews is relatively important, but the new offer count, gauging the velocity, is going to be way more important. You also want to use common sense around best colors and sizes, and then the anecdotal data on each Keepa chart is going to be variation specific as well. So like this Keepa chart we're looking at right now is only this specific size and color combination. Let's see, we got like 12.5 here. Oh, okay. So only the coupon code only works on certain of these. Interesting. Okay. It's actually a lot of them though. Okay, let's see. Gray 6.5 here. Yes, these are pretty cheap. Black ones, gray 12.5. Okay, we're not liking those here. All right, this listing. Ooh, this listing's good though. Let's see, because we got this other listing of these guys. Let's see if these are in stock. This is a banger here.
What does the check alerts panel mean in the eligible column, and how do I get eligible for products?
Yes, sure. So that's typically in terms of ungating. I have a good tutorial on my channel that'll help you get ungated really easily. It's not hard to do in 2024 at all. So just check the link in the description or go on YouTube and search FLIPS4MILES ungating. There's also going to be a really nice guide on there that's going to help you get a bunch of ASINs auto ungated too. Probably not Nike, but a lot of brands is actually an almost good spreadsheet item right here are going to work just in terms of auto ungating too. And such. That's really just like a good walkthrough of what manual sourcing looks like. Reverse sourcing is going to be better for beginners, but manual sourcing is going to be more profitable once you have a favorite set of websites. Cool. All right, I love the game. You guys see that? We're popping right there. You just rock and roll on, right? A little early Valentine's Day vibes right there, and you're able to find some leads here pretty quick. Something 22, yeah, probably like $3-4. Okay, here we go. What is the typical sales to net profit? So somewhere between 10 to 20%. It could even be a little bit above 25% if you really care about your margin and like don't want to just buy like some easy bread 12% margin, which like honestly a lot of us do. Like just in terms like that you get to make a bunch of money, but like and then it also depends how much you want to delegate too. Yep. Cool. And then appreciate the super chat too, man. That's love. We appreciate it, George McFly. I remember back in the day, we used to call those coffees. So thank you for the coffee, brother.
Yeah, there you go.
That's awesome. Cool. So you still live in Wisconsin, Alex, right?
I do, yeah.
Dude, Wisconsin's got such a like high hit rate. It's one of the best states per capita. It is. I don't know if you saw me put that out, but it is though. It is, man.
I did,
It literally is. Yeah, right. So it's like I'll put you guys on game. You guys watching, right? So it's like okay, so Minnesota's number 1, right? Southeast Pennsylvania is number 2. Not the rest of Pennsylvania, only Southeast, right? And then the other ones that are really good are like Indiana, Wisconsin, Utah, Oregon. South Florida is really good. I'm not going to get into some of the worst states, but yeah, those are the best ones specifically. Yeah,
that's so funny.
Can you talk a little bit about what you get with FBA run up? Yeah, Matt, for sure, man. So it's basically like all the info's on the website too, but I'll break it down. So there's like a bunch of bonuses. There's like 20 hours of video content. There's a Discord. We have a weekly call every Sunday. So like this Sunday, I think I did the last one. So Warner will be on this one. There's also all the coaching call recordings and such. And then there's like a bunch like downloads and stuff. Like I did like a really in-depth breakdown of couponing and discounting with them on Sunday at the coaching call and such. So, check it out, man. This is full money back guarantee as well. Where do you find coupon codes for websites? Is it just on the websites we search up? No. So, all right. Incredible good question. I'm going to pull up the guide I made on YouTube for you guys to take a look at this here. And I'll break this down with you guys on stream. Just give me one sec. It's very important. Oops. Yeah,
Matt,
but I was getting it.
Any one-on-one coaching while you're loading that up?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, so not for the roadmap, Matt. I mean, obviously I'll answer your questions and such, but if you are interested in like really in-depth support, check the link in the description for my coaching program, man. That might be more up your alley. It's kind of just like depends what you're looking for. And so I'll drop a link for that too. Ollies and big lots are a great opportunity. Where do you recommend starting off finding one product to reverse yourself? Dude, Jacob, man, any of those products we just took a look at, man, or any of the other products you see in my videos. Alex helps out making some videos on the Seller Amp channel, Warner's channel, Garrett's channel, any winning product you see. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. So let's see. Good breakdown here. Yes, here we go. Okay. So this is from the video I posted earlier today. So you guys should check that out if you want more in detail here. Boom, right here. So how to find coupon codes. The extensions, right? Be Frugal, Retail Me Not, Capital One Shopping, Coupon Birds, Top Cashback. Looking around on Google, right? And on the website, right? For example, if you go on Dick's Sporting Goods, scroll to the bottom, you'll see a 10% code. If you go to footlocker.com/coupons, you'll see a 20% code, right? Also, email and account sign up pop-ups, and then networking in the community is huge too. But really take a screenshot of this. And did I put it? Okay, I did. I was going to say I might be crazy. Okay, I did put it on screen share. Good. Right. Yeah. So take a screenshot of this, guys. This stuff's really, really important information in terms of actually making this stuff work. Because like I said, you don't really find items at profitable prices often. You totally can. And we did a bunch in this video. But it's much more important about making items profitable through couponing, discounting, discounted gift cards with Card Bear and Top Cashback and that kind of stuff, man. So that's very, very important. You guys got to make sure you're doing that stuff. And appreciate you guys being in here too on an early Friday evening as well. I'm in South. Oh, see, here we go. Okay, so CC, love, Blaze, Grace. You were born for greatness, right? So we're talking about the best states per capita success rate of Amazon sellers using strictly my own anecdotal data. And CC, if you're from Montgomery County, even better. That's where I'm from as well. No. Just focus on. I mean, there's a bunch of people killing in the Canadian marketplace, but it's definitely going to be easier in the US, and that's where I think you should focus. But if you're in Canada, start out just doing Canada and then go over. Yeah. And then so we'll be on a couple more minutes because I want to go play some basketball. So if you guys got any other questions, let us know. We'd be happy to help. Yeah, exactly. Sadiq, yeah, Sadiq's a Southeast PA king, of course.
Good stuff.
So typically Reddit guy, like 1 to 2 weeks. It depends where you're shipping from too, man. If you're coastal, it's going to be a little quicker. If you're more inland, if you're in like Kansas for whatever reason, like it might take a little bit longer. Random, but are you guys Birds fans? No, I root for myself. I don't root for other teams. I root for myself and my family. I don't root for other teams. How tall are you? I'm 5'8", but I can but I'm 5'8", right? But you got to guard me on the perimeter. Right, so if you close out too slow, I'm either hitting the three or I'm ripping through straight past you for a let. So I'm a guard. I'm a guard on the court. If the new offer count is not oscillating, but the profit margin is big, dude, I mean, maybe, right? Like if you can undercut a lot, like look at the history, look for a year, because some listings sell way quicker at way lower price, and you're going to see that on Keepa. If when the price was lower, there's a lot more oscillation. What's considered a generic listing? A listing that says brand generic on SellerAmp and then also says it when you list it. East Coast prep centers are for sure better. Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Yep. How many items do you know to purchase for FBA when you're on a listing for the first time? Exactly, Chris. You're right. You just want to start out with a couple. You want to start out test nice and light, right, and build from there. Stop. I'm from Bucks County. Yes, exactly. You're born for greatness. I have so many stallions that live in Bucks County. Yes, absolutely. You got so much. Yeah. You got like so much RA you can do there. Like there's sales tax advantage. Like CC, get going with this stuff. Like if you hit me on the gram, I'll put you onto some stuff too. Amazon is dominating the buy box. We've seen they ran out of stock. Would you jump on it? If it looks like they're not going to come back in stock and you can FBM it, Game of Moms, I know you're newer, so I might avoid stuff like that. But if you can buy one of shit and test it FBM. How long should I spend? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Minnesota, stand up, baby. Yes, sir. Right there. Yeah. He's bro's got the tape gun right there. Yeah. How long should I spend doing that? So, Matt, I would get to like 50 to 100K a month first, honestly. But the cool thing is, man, like Matt, if you got capital, you're clearly a productive human being, so you can do wholesale from day one, man. Honestly, you know what I mean? Like if you got like 10, 20K, you're clearly a productive human being or more. You're clearly a productive human being, so you got other stuff you can build with too. Cool, sweet. All right, so we're going to hop off because I'm going to go play basketball. But appreciate everyone tuning in, a little Friday afternoon action. And Touch All for sure stream tomorrow. And I've been daily uploading the past couple of days. So there's like a lot of good stuff here. But if you're at square one, what you want to do, go down in the description, get registered for the free live training, February 7th, right? Go on YouTube, search FLIPS4MILES free course, FLIPS4MILES ungating, right? And watch those 2 videos. Do the auto ungate ASINs that are linked down below too. Get going with that stuff here. Check out Alex on social media, ACFlip17. My DMs are always open if you have any questions. And then just another thing that's cool is just follow as many people as you can that are talking about Amazon on social media, like especially people that aren't selling shit, right? The people that are just like documenting their journey and stuff, right? You'll end up picking up a lot of stray free game. It'll validate that you're doing the right things and everything, and it'll be a good thing. But start with the free course that's on there and such. And thanks for coming on, Alex. It's a good time, man. And people can find you. It's ACFlip17, all platforms?
All platforms, Instagram, cool. YouTube, TikTok. Yep.
Cool, sweet. All right, appreciate everyone being here and such, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow for stream, man.